Hello, beautiful mom leaders. Welcome back to today's Conscious Champagne Chat number 39. Today, we're going to do things a little bit different around here. So I'm going to start a mini series within our Conscious Champagne Chat series. And actually, I did bring a glass of wine today. Don't judge me. For me, it's almost 9 p.m. in Germany. So this was left over for dinner. No champagne, but white wine does it. And it's actually made by a hotel a really good friend of mine works in. It's super delicious. So, my loves, let's make this an active session. I'm going to share with you today, starting a series within a series, a mini series within a series, how to thrive at home and in business, or how to thrive at home and in the office, depending on whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you actually work in corporate. It doesn't really matter. The challenges for us moms who are high achievers, who are passionate to go and create an impact in the world with their profession and find their professional fulfillment, we are faced with very similar challenges when it comes to, juggling family and our professional life. And so this is going to apply to all of you. And so what I'm planning to do is actually share a little bit of my story, where I came from, because this was, one of my biggest struggles that I had to overcome. And so I want to share with you what has really tremendously helped me and what I've learned in my journey of, being a professional, being an entrepreneur, being a corporate leader, and being a mom for the past almost 12 years now. So get engaged, guys. Let's create an active experience. Whenever I share something you can relate to, put a hashtag yes. Show the people they're not alone. If something resonates with you, put a hashtag yes, show them you're not alone. If you experience a breakthrough moment or an aha moment, you're like, this is interesting. Didn't think of this before. Let's put a hashtag bomb for breakthrough moment, hashtag BOM, all right? Let's get the party started. Let's get engaged. Let me see you. Let the community see you and show each other that we're not alone, because this is so important. So I want today to share with you, my journey of growth as a woman, as a parent, and as a corporate leader, and most recently, or since for the last 3 years, also as a mompreneur, so to speak. So honestly, if I look back, I turned 40 last year. If I look back into my early 30s, on a piece of paper, my life looked pretty perfect. I pretty much had it all. According to the books, I had it all. I had married my college sweetheart. I graduated from the university with excellence. I was even accepted into the second best, highest ranked university in the world, the University of Cambridge in the UK, for a PhD. In the year I was supposed to finish my PhD, in my final year, I found out I'm pregnant, and yet I did it, despite the fact that everybody told me, oh my God, you're pregnant, you're not going to make it, you're going to lose this, and we've seen this before, women then don't do it. And I did it. I had support, and I finished my PhD thesis. I had the baby. We moved countries from the UK to Germany within 1 year. I graduated with a PhD. I had the baby. We bought our first home. My husband and I both hit 6-figure income, and in the same company, which was like amazing, right? Given you're in the same company, we didn't go and have to travel. Hey guys. And we, again, on a piece of paper, things looked amazing. Everybody was like, oh my God, she's Superwoman. And I quite frankly felt like Superwoman. Until about 3 years in, and my daughter was born in 2013. So that's when our family was completed, and she really put me to a test. You have these people who trigger the hell out of you. My daughter, she managed to really put me at a test. She managed to put me at my wit's end. She didn't eat. She didn't cooperate. She had a lot of resistance. She was not an easy baby. My son was an easy baby. My daughter was not. So she really put me to the test. And I found myself being this person who was giving her best at work, the happy chappy, in a good mood, always knowing what to do, coming across very self-confident. And so I gave my best to work, and my family got the rest of me. When I came home, I took off my mask, and my family got the part of me that was short-tempered, that was stressed, that was tired, that was exhausted, that was yelling, that was angry. I had all the monster mommy moments at home behind closed doors. And it was so hard. I found myself in 2016, about 3 years after my daughter was born, I found myself at a crossroad, lying in bed, crying, not for the first time, crying myself to sleep after a night, after a bedtime routine that had gone completely sideways. Everything in the bathroom just got done with yelling and forcing, and it was not nice. The atmosphere at home was not nice. And it left me in tears because I was exhausted and I did not want to do this anymore. I did not want to do it. And I found myself at this crossroad where I was like, oh my God, these people, everybody's right. You just can't have it all. You can't. You cannot. It's impossible to run a career or make it and climb up the corporate ladder and be an amazing mom. I just couldn't do it. I didn't have the coping skills to do it. And quite frankly, nobody had taught me how to do it. So I found myself at this crossroad where I knew that night that I was crying myself to sleep, I had to make a decision. And the decision was, I'm either going to quit my 6-figure income, or I'm going to make drastic changes to everything, like the way I parent, the way I run my career, the way I do my marriage, the way I show up for myself. Because quite frankly, you guys, back then, I did not like who I was. I did not like the person I had turned into. This was not how I had pictured my happily ever after. This is not how I wanted my life to be. And so I knew I had to go and make drastic changes. But the problem was, I was trying to find role models. And either I was blind or I don't know what was going on, but I couldn't see them. In my company, the women that were at the very top, they either had no kids, or the woman was the breadwinner and the husband was the one who was staying at home and supporting and doing all the home stuff. Or the women who made it and had kids and maybe a husband that worked as well, they were literally working 24/7. They were trying to be like men to survive and make it and be seen and recognized. And what I knew is that I didn't want any of that. None of that worked for me. So I found myself at this like crossroad where I couldn't see a way out. I really could not see a way out. And what I had hit is there's this term called maternal wall. I had hit the maternal wall, meaning I could not find a way out. And I felt like so many other women, I have to give up my job to make this work. That's what it felt like. I felt extremely successful, but very unhappy. Very unhappy. And I couldn't figure out for the life of God what was wrong and why I couldn't make it. And so what I saw around me was not working. It simply was not working. It simply was also not worth it for me to go and work my butt off, coming home, seeing how I'm destroying my kid's life because I was angry. I was yelling. That's why one of my most favorite programs, a program really that comes from the bottom of my heart, that comes from my soul, is the Rapid Anger Relief. Because I get it, you guys. If you have anger, especially towards your kids or your spouse, I can tell you you're not a bad person. It's a sign for you to wake up and understand you're not leading the life you're supposed to be leading. That's all it is. But you got to listen to it and join our course because it's one of the most amazing courses. Ask the other women in here. But that night I found myself crying in bed. It hit me. I was on this crossroad and it hit me, and I realized, goddamn woman, you're a scientist. You are innovating all day long. You are making the impossible possible all day long. As a scientist, I create things that don't exist all day long. That's one of my strengths. And so it hit me. I had to be it before I see it. And let me repeat that. If you feel things are not working out, you have to be it before you see it. What does that mean? I realized that I had to create the product. As a scientist, I innovate things all the time. I realized I had to go and create the product that was me. And this product, the characteristics of this product that I wanted to have, where she's living a life with ease, a life that is effortless, a life that is enjoyable, because that is what speaks to my soul. I'm all about making life easy. I love making life easy. So I really had to go and start doing some drastic changes. I had to go and start living and leading beyond what I saw. I had to see things that I didn't see before. I had to see the version of me that was going to make this happen easy, effortless, and enjoyable before I could see it. What does that mean? I had to go and look beyond what is our cultural norms. I had to go and look beyond what gives us and creates us tension and struggle. And so what did I see? What I saw was that in the office, my senior management was working 24/7 and beyond. I saw people sending out emails at 7 a.m. in the morning and 10 p.m. in the evening. I did not want to be that. I saw people sending out emails on the weekends. I did not want to be that. But I felt I have to reply. It's the same thing in business. You see all these successful people. You go and buy a business course. They tell you need to go do this, run this strategy, do that. You're falling into the same trap because people can only always share with you what they believe is the best for them. But what is the best for you? What works for you is not necessarily what's already been created. What works for you is not necessarily what you see. And the same thing at home. I had to let go of the social norm of a good mom is a mom that cooks fresh food every day. A good mom is a mom that goes and does crafts with her child at 10 a.m. in the morning in kindergarten. No, these are all things we created in our head that somebody came and told you that's what the good mom is. You get to decide what a good mom is. So you have to be it before you see it. And what that means is you have to create the product, you, in the way you want to be and in the way you want to show up for you and your family, regardless of what you see around you. See right now, what you're seeing around you, you are making that take hand over you. You are making that taking control over what you actually have a potential to create. So who do you need to become to thrive at home and in the office? What has to happen is you only know that. And you have to detach from what is obvious and what you see around you. You have to detach from the dominant cultures, the dominant obvious patterns. You have to detach from the culture scape. That's what I had to do. But I did it in a way where I still belonged and I still felt so good about myself, and everything then started to change and everything then started to fall into place. Because I was following my soul. I once a sudden started to listen to me. And the way I got there, because I couldn't find the role models around me, was to actually go and start searching on the internet. Because there's people that lead 40 companies and more. These people are way busier than I ever was. So I realized they have something that I don't have, or they are doing something that I am not doing. Go and study those people. That's what I did. And what I learned, and what has helped me tremendously in the last 5 years to turn everything around and to move from a mom that was stressed out with 2 kids and a corporate job to being a mom that is full of energy, passion, joy, fun, runs a corporate job still, and a crazy damn business. I do way more than I did 5 years ago, but I do it with way less struggle because I had to be it before I could see it. I had to create this version. And for this version of who I am today, there were 3 shifts that I underwent. And in the next 3 series of our Conscious Champagne Chats, I will be sharing with you each of these shifts. So come back here tomorrow to get hold of shift number 1, to be it before you see it. I will see you back here tomorrow. Take care, ladies. Bye.